Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the spirit. It says FBI elite insider planning doomsday attack to kill millions of non-compliant citizens. Now, when you look in the picture here, you have the FBI task force, which somebody called them the Federal Bureau of Intimidation, because they spend more time intimidating their citizens before they actually investigate threats from an outside source. And then you have this guy to the left by the name of Claus, who this cotton swab head dude right here, which we know that he's nothing but a damn devil, right along with the rest of you Edomites. In America, man, this place is played out. And we're seeing it on the news. Hold up. World War III, the war to end all wars, as I believe that now the ground invasion has to start in Lebanon, because I believe Iran retaliated. I believe they sent over like 200 missiles, or threatened to send over 200 missiles into Israel. So therefore, that's war. Okay, I mean, shit, the third war was pretty much started already. So it's just a matter of time before all the other prophecies fall into place, which we hoping that the next ordeal is to bring in a micro C-hip. But it says here, the World Economic Forum and globalists have completely infiltrated our alphabet agencies, and they are scheming a false flag attack on America that is set to leave 9/11 in the shade. Okay. It says, if you don't respect us, they're coming for you. So it reads, this alarming information comes from FBI whistleblower Marcus Allen, who has included a chilling warning about an imminent doomsday attack. It reads, his predictions align with those of Cotton Swab and the global elite who anticipate a mass casualty event aimed at disrupting the upcoming November election. It says, and it gets even darker when you realize that these attacks appear to be starting right now. Yep. It says, before we dive in, I don't want to read all that. It says, a high-level FBI staff operations specialist and whistleblower by the name of Marcus Allen has delivered an urgent message for Americans. Get your preps ready, learn how to defend yourself and your loved ones, and don't forget to pray. As I believe he got on a line last week, and he was going into basically some mentioning of this whole ordeal, because I remember seeing a video, a clip with him in it. But it says he was targeted for comments about the use of informants during the January 6th Capitol protests. But eventually the DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz admitted that the government had planted informants in the crowd and hinted that some may have entered the Capitol. False flag confirms, thanks to brave dissidents, including Marcus Allen, speaking before Congress this week about life under the current administration. Allen warned Americans that they probably should not trust the FBI, because he's learned the hard way about who they are and who they really serving. And like we already said, that these alphabet groups are nothing more but private task force for the elites. Okay, when you go into like some of those books of the Illuminati and, the New World Order and James Oral reading and stuff like that, they go into how these alphabet community or alphabet agencies are set up by the elites to basically spy on the human affairs, like the CIA, NSA, FBI, MI6, MI5, or KGB, all these police agencies, the the IS, can't recall it. But anyway, regardless of that, these agencies were never put into place to protect citizens for real, but instead they were put into place to control you. Okay, like you got the CPD, which is the Chicago Police Department, KCPD, Kansas City Police Department, LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department. All these particular agencies are set up in place to do the elite's bidding. Okay, that's their private security force. And if you really understand the agencies of the CIA and the FBI and the police force, this shit is really illegal. Okay, because your fighting force is supposed to be that of sheriffs and deputies, a military that's not within 2 hours of city limits, and also the actual citizens, which the actual citizens are allowed to take up arms in case of a tyrannical government, and that's in the Constitution, But it says here, it sure as hell isn't the American people. But in recent years, the FBI, CIA, and other federal agencies have been infiltrated by the global elite. They were set up like that. It wasn't the fact they were infiltrated. They were already set up. Okay? But infiltrated by the global elite and are now shamelessly serving their interests, not those of ordinary Americans. But it says at the current time, the FBI and other federal agencies are operating without any checks and balances. And as such, Washington is engaging in unconstitutional, lawless actions. They are going unpunished. But Allen insists that the Bureau intentionally overclassifies its documents on purpose of covering their tracks, covering up the truth and stonewalling investigations. Then he dropped the bombshells. But Allen knows about globalist plans to cause chaos in the United States, hence civil war, by carrying out a false flag attack with the intentions of disrupting the election. And he is urging Americans to stockpile guns, which these people are already doing that, but that's not the most reputable advice to give somebody, to start stocking up ammo, because that ain't gonna save nobody, man. Now, maybe if you carnal as all hell, like some groups that we know, then, maybe this may be your go-to. But for us, we gonna trust in Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. We ain't trusting in no fucking gun. All right? So this is the book of Psalms 58, and it reads here, matter of fact, Psalms 57. And I'm going to start here. Be merciful to me, O Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. And this is actually a prayer I say every morning in Hebrew. It says, for my soul trusted in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings would I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed, man. Okay, and that's just what it is. We're going to trust in the Lord. All right, we ain't going to have no fucking guns and no ammunition stored up to take down a goddamn thing, man. Because we believe that the Lord is going to protect us. He's going to set up the provisions. He's going to have angels, and some brothers are going to get that power. Okay, and if the Lord has, particular men to use weapons to defend themselves to get out of a jam, then that's of the Most High. But we're not premeditating a motherfucking thing, and that's what a lot of these other black conscience groups would tell you. Well, we got to get a militia, like Sakari. He made a statement about how there was an army or a military and a navy. You know what I'm saying? And he mentioned citizens in Israel. And I get where you were coming from, but that's a buzzword for them to say, yeah, roll on us. Because when you telling people that you are a military and you are an army, you have a militant approach, then they're going to accept it as such. And we know that that group is known to be carnal in most cases. Okay. But it says here, I will cry to the Most High, and to God that performeth all things for me. And we believe that the Most High is going to give us deliverance from our enemies. So we're not worried about this. And, some brothers are going to have to go through the ringer, to test their faith. But, hey, we'll know when that time gets here who that will be. But I will cry unto Yahweh the Most High, and unto the Most High that performeth all things for me. And he should send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that will swallow me up. Okay, because we know that they're going to come in with great wrath. Okay, we know Esau is going to use his alphabet group, his military, his militaries, his CIA, whatever, his SWAT teams, beating and busting down doors, looking for people that opposes the NWO. All right, so eventually they're going to come looking for everybody that's against them. But it says here, for the Most High shall send forth his mercy and his truth. Okay, my soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that set on fire, even the sons of men whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue is a sharp sword. And going back into this article here, it says here, the FBI and the CIA, which that's part of Esau's sword. Okay, those are different. I won't say those are branches of military, but nonetheless, they're still military invested. Okay, because a lot of people that went to the CIA were in the military, same with the FBI. Okay, and in the worst case scenario, to me, they still a branch of the military. Okay, they're just more covert operations or more espionage, more low key spies, basically. But anyway, it says he is urging Americans to stockpile guns, ammunition, food, water, and other necessities in anticipation of further turbulence and tribulation in the coming weeks, as we got this strike going on now. It says the elites and their mouthpieces in the mainstream media have been sending the possibility of a devastating Black Swan event before November election since late last year. And the mainstream media is on board, and the deception has also seeped into the unparty politics in D.C. And it reads, D.C. insiders have revealed that 50 U.S. senators were given satellite phones this week, raising alarm that the establishment may be prepared for an attack they already know about. And it becomes even more alarming when you consider that these attacks seem to be starting right now. And it reads, it says the cabal is trying to enslave humanity and bring in a one world government that is telegraphing their plans. But this is a good thing because it means we can see what they're trying to do. It is called predictive programming, which is absolutely right, which is why they put things in programs and TV shows like people swooping down. The Simpsons predict everything, but the Simpsons don't predict shit. Okay, it just predictive programming because they put their agendas in their television shows, man, which basically is Esau's way of prophesying on the left-hand side. Okay, they're controlling it. But it says governments, global elites, and other powerful entities subtly embedded hints or warnings about future events in movies, TVs, shows, books, and other forms of popular media. But these hidden messages are used to condition the public to accept future events, such as major political or social changes, natural disasters, or even false attacks. Okay, it says millions of families are without power across America right now, and that's going into the Hurricane Helene, okay, which pretty much decimated the South. You know, so yeah, the Lord is really making moves here, man, and he's going to use this devil to do so, as we just read. It said they're prepared. It says they're prepared a net for my steps, and my soul is bowed down, and they have digged a pit before me, and to the midst whereof they are falling themselves, man. So, hey, Esau's going to fall upon his own trap. You see, this whole new world order that this devil is coming with, he's going to fall snared by his own hands, man, because we understand that they're not going to fully finish the new world order because the Lord is going to upset that. Okay, this is why we're not worried about it. But in the meantime, there will be a lot of casualties of this common war that they're declaring on the people, because Esau has declared war on his people, just the people in general. This is why you have fluoridated drinking water, chemtrails in the air, okay, chemically enhanced foods, you know, fast food restaurants, you know, your vehicles, again, all types of shit. The reason why you have political agendas that's totally for the woke movement. It's all set up to destroy us, man. Okay, so this is the book of Psalms 58, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men?" And the answer is no. Okay, Esau does not judge righteously because he set up women over men, and also he give moles rights over heterosexual men and women, man. All right, and it says, "And yea, in the heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies," right? Because everything is a damn lie. Okay, they tell you that something is good for your benefit, but in flip side, it's really to destroy you. Going back into that whole experiment starting with 2020, 2021. Now you got young, healthy people dropping dead from medicine, so to speak. And it says here that poison is like the poison of a serpent. They're like the deaf adder that stop at our ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So break their teeth, O power, in their mouth, and break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh, and let them melt away as waters which run continually. When the Benedict's bow shoot arrows, let them be cut in pieces, man. And this is the prayer of the saints, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua protects us. Okay, because the rest of you people, you through. You know, you got people panic buying at grocery stores all because, you know, this damn strike, which it can get bad. Well, if people were smart, they would have been putting up food here, you know, over a course of time. Every paycheck, you know, take a couple of dollars, buy some water here and there. You know, but these people, man, they want to buy and panic. Because, like I said, the American people, they're slow bellies. Okay, they don't consider what's at hand because of the said freedoms that they think they got. You know, but, hey, this shit is just about over with. And I can't wait. I'm ready to get a new body. I'm ready to get in the kingdom. I'm ready for fresh women, better food, better air. I'm just ready to live life, man. I'm tired of being on freaking edge every time you wake up and you have to. It's just enough is enough. Motherfucker trying to cheat you out your money. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot, man. You try to go get the cars looked at. You know, they want to overtax you. And then when you bring it up, they want to look at you like they're offended in you. Like, wait a minute, nigga. You trying to get over on me. You know? Book of Psalms 44. And I'm going to start at verses 3. Matter of fact, Let's start at 3. It says, for they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand, thy arm, which your right hand represents strength, in the light of thy countenance, because thou hast favor unto them. And we believe that the Most High is going to have favor unto us on this side, especially those of us that's been occupied in the work. But it says here, thou art my king, O power, commander deliverance for Jacob, because we're going to need to be delivered out of this time. That's why the scripture says it's going to come to a time that the Most High is going to start delivering them that's on the earth, because this devil is getting ready to lose it, man. And it says, and through thee we will push down our enemies, and through thy name we will tread them under that rise up against us. So we're going to tread our enemies down in the name of Yahushua, not no damn guns or bows. And it says here, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me, but thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hateth us. So in the Most High, we boast all day long and praise thy name forever. Okay? And that's the spirit we're going to come in, because we're going to pray like hell that the Lord deliver us from this hell. That's all we got. Revelation 12:12. Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, but woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down on you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. And this is part of it. Okay? This is why when you go into this article here, it says it makes you wonder what else would happen between now and election day. But it says that this is what American fleeing looks like after Hurricane Helene made landfall. Many people are stranded without food, water, or their belongings. It says in America and humanity is suffering under attack, right? Because that could have been from the use of Esau's harp technology, which is the Most High at the end of the day. But the Lord could have allowed this devil to use that to create that Hurricane Helene, because that was pretty bad, man. You got some towns that's completely wiped out. But it says Hurricane Helene bears all the hallmarks of a weather-modified storm used to displace people in the west of the North Carolina, so elites can run a land grab on one of the biggest lithium deposits in the country. Wow. As in too thin air on X reports. So wow. So that's a lot of lithium on that particular land. Wow. Lithium deposits. It says it's not a coincidence these things keep happening across America, and it's not a coincidence because, for one thing, this is the Most High's judgment, because you got to understand this is not an innocent society. Okay, this society has thrived in the bloodshed and the constant disrespect of the Most High and His Son. So what the hell you think was going to happen? But it says the country is under attack from globalist elements within, and that's because they have only recently started doing it in your lifetime. Weather weapons are real and well documented, and the elites are using them to achieve their Agenda 2030 goals and force everybody to live in 15-minute smart cities. But meanwhile, Conyers, Georgia, a chemical fuel inferno is raging at a biolab that the authorities are refusing to put out. But for the elite, signs and symbols rule the world. Okay? It says, but in this age of mass media, the occult elite partake in mega rituals designed to be witnessed by the entire world. Okay, but it says why? For increased magical potency, because they believe in sacrificing it to Satan, and it gives them more power on the left hand side. But it's called revelation of method, a subliminal psychological warfare tool that serves as a clever and occult way of demoralizing the masses and increasing the powers of the elite to rule over us. Wow. So what are they up to behind the scenes while millions of people are living without power? Biolabs are burning, and the government and FEMA are barely lifting a finger to help. Because it says two first things. First, the House of Representatives, they're pushing for a constitutional amendment. And in the event of a mass casualty attacks that wipes out most of the representatives, this plan will quickly allow replacements to be quickly installed. But that's the troubling part. Who's behind the mass casualty event, and who's handpicking these new leaders? It says, is this a way to sidestep our right to vote? You see? So yeah, man, shit is getting ready to turn up. Because it says at the same time, the UN this week was discussing a possible of a black swan mass casualty event in America, one that could trigger martial law. But it says, you see, these moves aren't random. As we approach the election, it's becoming more obvious, and the globalists are more desperate than ever. All right. So that's the point, man. And I think they want to keep this current administration active because, they're in bed with both sides are in bed with the elites. But overall, man, this is, why not have a what you would consider a incompetent administration to carry out these attacks, because everybody else knows that this current administration is bullshit. All of them are bullshit, but everybody knows that these people in office now do not have the best interests of the people. All right. So this is the book of 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and it should take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, because ultimate goal is that chip. And they that consent unto them should be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot. For there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh, and they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste away and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold in the fire. So the trials are coming. They're starting. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is getting ready to totally decimate these devils and raise up his elect. So we just got to hold tight, stay strong, and continue to pray. That's what we got to do. And one last precept. 2 Ezra 13:29, it says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he should come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. All right. And in time should be when these things should come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. So that's what it is. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, and an innumerable multitude should be gathered together as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting, man. Okay, so you're gonna have basically all these other nations that's gonna get together, and they're gonna try to stop Yahushua, but that's gonna that's gonna abruptly end, because the Lord is gonna totally decimate you other nations. This is why you're being set up now. All right. But anyway, with that, I'm going to close out giving out praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.